Online learning has its roots in distance learning or correspondence courses, first offered to the public nearly 170 years ago through the Postal Service. The first recorded instance of a correspondence course being offered to the general public was a shorthand course offered by Caleb Phillips, advertised in the Boston Gazette, where course materials and assessments were delivered through the mail. Isaac Pitman, sometimes referred to as the father of distance learning, was the inventor of the shorthand system still used by British journalists today. American journalists, however, usually prefer the Gregg system. Pitman's shorthand correspondence course was available solely through the mail, putting distance learning truly on the map. By the 1920s and the onset of the radio era, the avant-garde Pennsylvania State University set a trend by offering courses broadcast over the radio, which caught on, and by 1925, over 200 colleges and universities acquired radio broadcasting licenses. Radio fever had truly gripped the world, with radio stations popping up all over, broadcasting in different languages and hosting programs for a multitude of audiences across regions all over the world, creating a real sense of community and belonging. The research into radio technology brought about many advances in wireless technology, notably AT&T's research in the 1940s into cells for mobile phone base stations. It was the concept of base stations which was advanced, eventually evolving into one massive base station known as a network that became increasingly powerful, covering larger areas, which we can thank for bringing us Wi-Fi technology and its benefits. The next significant leap took place in 1965 at the University of Wisconsin, which began a telephone-based education program. In the same year, an equally cutting-edge experiment with satellite communications was being conducted, with Hughes Aircraft Company and NASA working together at Camp Roberts in California, paving the way for the first instance of air-to-ground satellite communications between the ground station at Camp Roberts and the Bendix communications equipment installed on a Pan Am flight flying out of Hong Kong. The year 1960 brings us to the milestone which served as the single most important event or turning point, shaping the future of distance and online learning to the form that we are familiar with today. The research and development started in the year 1960 at the University of Illinois, UIUC, by Professor Donald L. Bitzer, a professor of electrical engineering, aided by a colleague, Chalmers Sherwin, who posed the critical question, can computers be used for education? This was the point where the humble correspondence course was finally reworked in the form of a localized data network or intranet, comprising a system of linked computer terminals built by Bitzer's team of software coders, both from the faculty and the student body at the University of Illinois. This system, affectionately named Plato, Programmed Logic for Automatic Teaching Operations, enabled students to access course materials and pre-recorded lectures.